boss was knocking at the door. He was had some setback. He's come up well, and today kudos to jockey. He rode a perfect race, and he came out on well. I'm happy for the connections.
Congratulations, and will we see a dance from you, like maybe a special? But well, if you get another winner, I will definitely make you dance. Congratulations and best of luck for your rest of the runners.
Thank you, Albert.
Your attention please. The all clear has been given for the second race in Kolkata.
And they're off for the Flower Dust Handicap. A little slowly out there was Blaze Carson. But as they settle down to race, it's the favourite Eagles Flight coming in very quickly from the outside draw to take it up from historic. Valnerina is strapped 3 wide, a length and a half away, Pelagia. Then comes Flamingo Road tucked in behind. Then Elite making a forward move on the outside. A further length and a half away there is Regan. Then we've got Ticker, followed there by Tamar. On the inside there, Gleam Bell. But as they make their way towards the 600-meter marker, and Eagles Flight on a start-to-finish mission by about a length and a half now from Historic in second. In third position there on the wide outside comes Elite, then there's Valnerina in between, followed there by Flamingo Road. On the inside is Begalia, and as they straighten up now and come into the home straight, Eagles Flight comes in home first by about a length and a half, 2 lengths from Historic, looking for a run on the inside railings. A length and a half away, Valnerina, followed there by Elite, and on the stand side is Flamingo Road coming with a big run, but with about 150 to run, it's still Eagles Flight and Flamingo Road eating up ground on the outside. Stand side there is Ticker. It's still down the middle there, Flamingo Road, and on the inside, Eagles Flight. Flamingo Road wins it from Eagles Flight, Ticker, then came Historic. So another close finish here, but looks like it has gone to number 4. I beg your pardon, it has gone to number 1, Flamingo Road, who came with a very, very nicely timed run down the middle to collar Eagles Flight, who looked like she'd got it through, but found Flamingo Road too much to handle in the end.
Dividend for the second race of Calcutta. 1 win pays rupees 3434, 1 place pays rupees 1414, 2 place pays rupees 1010, and 9 place pays rupees 1515. Second horse pool pays rupees 3333, third horse pool pays rupees 3232. Vanilla pays rupees 2929, forecast pays rupees 9292. Your attention please. Tanala pays rupees 199 199. In the exacta pool, as there are no winning ticket, the gross pool amount of rupees 300 300 is carried over. In the jackpot pool, the gross pool collection is rupees 2,17,380 on 4,601 successful tickets. In the first treble pool, there are 251 winning tickets.
We move on to the third race of the afternoon, the Real Danger Cup for maiden horses 3-year-old only, to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. We got 5 runners going to purse for this one. The only one has any experience is number 4, Sea Salt Caramel. The run we are looking at is from race number 93, where Sea Salt Caramel was in a forward position as the end of the last 200 meters was flattering for a while, but then there was a late surge by Natural Grace, and eventually Sea Salt Caramel dropped back and finished on third.
Usha Stud Farm in its 50th glorious year of existence, and on the hugely dominant occasion of completing a consecutive hat-trick as the champion stud farm in India, are proud to release a coffee table book encompassing the journey of an outstanding breeding institution.
It's a fun read, it's an emotional read, it's an intense read.
With literary contributions by Major Nargolkar, Cyrus Madden, Rolf Johnson, Professor Makrand Paranjpe and Anuradha Agarwal, this fabulous must-read will be inaugurated and made exclusively available at the Racing Awards Night on Saturday, 2nd March at the Royal Calcutta Turf Club. This book has been beautifully crafted and published by DK Publishing from Penguin Random House.
So if you want to know the ins and outs of breeding, this is the one book you should be reading.
Your attention please. Please note, in the second race in Kolkata, horse number 5, Blaze Carson, returned bleeding from both nostrils. I repeat, horse number 5, Blaze Carson, returned bleeding from both nostrils.
Melissa. Well, the one which really caught my eye was Amadeus, the Mount of J.H. Arul. Doesn't have any run benefit, but very nice looking son of Orazan out of Shaibel. I remember Shaibel used to run races in Calcutta. It was mostly 1400 horse, so this perhaps would be right up the alley of Amadeus. Hermes, Roderick O'Connor out of Kirkinella, the Mount of Nikhil Naidu. And another one which doesn't have benefit of run but has had a mock race, so he's definitely a horse which has some sort of experience. Number 3 is Mother's Grace, who's come down for the run in Mumbai, has no benefit of run in Calcutta, is the on money favorite at 100 to 70 on the Mount of Neeraj Rawal, and getting a little worked up as I start speaking about Mother's Grace. Next run is Sea Salt Caramel. Sea Salt Caramel, the most experienced out of this lot. The Mount of Pete Trevor, couple of third place efforts and a second, looking decent in the paddock. And Trahila is number 5. The Mount of Yash Naridu. This is a Western aristocrat out of Nickel Chrome. Nickel Chrome was another horse which liked the sprint over the longer distances. I think Trahila would definitely enjoy this. Another really nice looking horse, and she's really looking the part. A big made filly, almost looks like a colt. So based on the way they are looking, the two which really caught my eye were Amadeus and Trahila. But based on the form and the market, I think Mother's Grace is the horse everybody would have to beat. And the horse which could do that is, I think, Sea Salt Caramel, with the way he's been running. She's been running. Over to Mrs. Cyrus Madden. I think Melissa was trying to say something, and well, he's going to call them home, and they're making their way onto the main track for their customary parade for the third race of the afternoon, the Real Danger Cup.
Come to the third race of the afternoon, the Real Danger Cup. For maiden horses, 3-year-olds only, distance about 1200 meters. Runners and riders on their way to the starting gates. And the bookmakers' odds, a very strong favorite here in number 3, Mother's Grace, at 10 to 6 on. Number 4, Sea Salt Caramel, next in demand at 5 to 1. Number 5, Trahila at 5 to 1, number 2 Hermes at 15 to 2, number 1 Amadeus, the outsider in 5 at 15 to 1. So that's the way they bet here for this Real Danger Cup. Runners and riders on their way to the starting gates. runners and riders beginning to arrive at the 1200 meter marker. You can see Hermes there already. Amadeus has also got to the gates. And loading operations about to start, with Hermes being the first one to walk in. Trahila getting in now. Trahila drawn 5 of 5, running here on debut. So too are Amadeus and Hermes, along with... So we've got quite a few juveniles running on debut here. Sea Salt Caramel, who's the experienced customer, has walked in without any trouble. And the last one in is the Western India import, Mother's Grace. All 5 runners in the gates now. And they're off and racing for the Real Danger Cup. Level break by all 5 runners. And as they settle down to race, Sea Salt Caramel showing a bit of experience out there in front. From Trahila very quickly up on the outside. Just behind them is the favourite Mother's Grace. Then there's Hermes keeping her company on the outside, and a close 5th there is Amadeus. They go past the 800, approaching the 600 meter marker, and it continues to be Sea Salt Caramel. Trahila up on the outside, travelling 3 wide. On the wider outside is Hermes. Just behind this trio there is the favourite Mother's Grace. 1 behind, and that's Amadeus. They're beginning to negotiate the turn now, and Sea Salt Caramel continues to lead, going handily in front by about 3 parts of a length from Trahila, being niggled along on the outside. A length behind, tucked in on the fence there, Mother's Grace. Hermes trapped about 5 wide as they straighten for the final run in. Sea Salt Caramel is just the leader now. From on the inside there, Mother's Grace opting for a run, and on the stand side comes Trahila, moving very well, of the best of them all. And it's Trahila on the outside now who's kicked away and is going to win this very convincingly. Trahila showing plenty of class that she wins very easily from Sea Salt Caramel. Then came Mother's Grace, followed there by Hermes and Amadeus. So the outcome of the third race, won by the Bay Filly, Trahila, trained by Western Aristocrat out of Nickel Chrome, trained by Ashay Doctor, ridden by Yash Naredu, the property of Menika Gupta, Reena Mahindra, Solomon Benvide, Martin Singh Mahindra, Vishal Doctor, Kamal Doctor, Harshvardhan Kiran Shah, Hemang Doctor, and Achutan Siddharth and Viral Doctor. So, Traika, the tremendous run. Here they are now. You've got Sea Salt Caramel cutting the pace in front in the replay. Just the leader there. Trahila just being niggled a little on the outside by Yash. And then you've got Mother's Grace looking for a run on the inside. But as they straighten up, and Sea Salt Caramel now being collared up on the outside there by Trahila, who just sails past her and puts in a tremendous performance. This is a very, very serious filly here as she quickens, lengthens her stride, and wins running away the Real Danger Cup in the bag for Trahila.
Number 5 Trahila first, number 4 Sea Salt Caramel second, number 3 Mother's Grace third, number 2 Hermes fourth, number 1 Amadeus fifth. I repeat, number 5 Trahila first, number 4 Sea Salt Caramel second, number 3 Mother's Grace third, number 2 Hermes fourth, number 1 Amadeus fifth. distances in time won by 3 1/4 lengths, 3/4 of a length between second and third, 5 lengths between third and fourth, 5 lengths between fourth and fifth. Time 1 minute 14.442 seconds. I repeat, 3 1/4, 3/4, 5, 5. Time 1 minute 14.442 seconds.
has been given for the third race in Kolkata. Please note, in the fourth race in Kolkata, horse number 5, Montalina, and horse number 9, Opus 1, are being led out early to the start. I repeat, horse number 5, Montalina, and horse number 9, Opus 1, are being led out early to the start. Horse number 4, Galacticus, will carry a red hood and earplugs from the parade ring to the start. I repeat, horse number 4, Galacticus, will carry a red hood and earplugs from the parade ring to the start.
for the third race of Calcutta. 5 win pays rupees 53.53, 5 place pays rupees 22.0 and 4 place pays rupees 11.11. Second horse pool pays rupees 18.18, third horse pool pays rupees 72.72. Vanilla pays rupees 45.45, forecast pays rupees 180.180. Your attention please, Tanala pays rupees 247. The winning combination is 5, 4 and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the presentation area to present the Real Danger Cup. I would request Mr. Anand Chopra, steward of the Royal Calcutta Turf Club, to do the honours please. Won by Chahila, owned by Mrs. Menika Gupta, Mrs. Reena Mahindra, Mr. Solomon N. Benveniste, Mr. Mahindra Singh, Mr. Vishal Doctor, Mr. Kamal J. Doctor, representing Deciding Factor LLP, Mr. H. Kiran Shah, Mr. Hemang D. Doctor, Mr. Achutan Siddharth, and Mr. Viral Doctor. Trained by Ashay Doctor. Was ridden by jockey Yash Naredu. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the winning connections of the third race of the day, the Real Danger Cup, won by Chahila, trained by Asha Doctor, and was ridden by jockey Yash Naredu. Congratulations once again to the winning connections. Thank you.
So I'm with the connection of Trahila. Well, I would not go too far ahead of myself, but I was really impressed. I was telling ma'am about the way she was first looking in the paddock and the way she ran. I'll first ask you before I come. First and foremost, congratulations are in order.
Thank you very much.
Very serious horse. So tell me a little bit about this horse, and if you have any plans, are you going to take one race at a time with her?
Yeah, one race at a time. Trainer will decide on future plans. But we had our hopes high because she was our most expensive purchase last year, and we are a big fan of the stallion. So this was the one we had our hopes on.
Perfect. Well, I wish you and Trahila all the best, and to be honest, I can't tell you how impressed I'm with her. A quick word from you, ma'am.
Yes, I'm totally impressed with Trahila. I was expecting her to run a good race, but she ran well beyond our expectations. She seems a very good filly. Thank you.
Fingers crossed, and let's wish for the best. Thank you for chatting with me.
And they're off and racing for the Real Danger Cup. Level break by all 5 runners. And as they settle down to race, Sea Salt Caramel showing a bit of experience out there in front from Trahila very quickly up on the outside. Just behind them is the favourite Mother's Grace. Then there's Hermes keeping her company on the outside, and a close fifth there is Amadeus. They go past the 800, approaching the 600-metre marker, and it continues to be Sea Salt Caramel. Trahila up on the outside, travelling 3 wide. On the wider outside is Hermes. Just behind this trio there is the favourite Mother's Grace. 1 behind, and that's Amadeus. They're beginning to negotiate the turn now, and Sea Salt Caramel continues to lead, going handily in front by about 3 parts of a length from Trahila, being niggled along on the outside. A length behind, tucked in on the fence there, Mother's Grace. Hermes trapped about 5 wide as they straighten for the final run in. Sea Salt Caramel is just the leader now from on the inside there. Mother's Grace opting for a run, and on the stand side comes Trahila, moving very well, of the best of them all. And it's Trahila on the outside now who's kicked away and is going to win this very convincingly. Trahila showing plenty of class that she wins very easily from Sea Salt Caramel. Then came Mother's Grace, followed there by Hermes and Amadeus. So the outcome of the third race, won by the Bay Filly, Traila, by Western Aristocrat out of Nickel Chrome, trained by Ashe Doctor, ridden by Yash Naredu, the property of Menika Gupta, Reena Mahendra, Solomon Benbize, Martin Singh Mahindra, Vishal Doctor, Kamal Doctor, Harshvardhan Kiran Shah, Hemang Doctor, and Achutan Siddharth and Viral Doctor.
Trade an 8180. Your attention please. Nanala pays rupees 247,247. The winning combination is 5, 4 and 3. In the exacta pool, as there are no winning tickets, the gross full amount of rupees 260,260 is carried over. In the mini jackpot pool, the gross full collection is rupees 38,610, 38610 on 542 successful tickets. In the jackpot pool, there are 632 successful tickets. In the first triple pool, the dividend is 356,356 on 43 winning tickets.
We move on to the fourth race of the day, the Sky Classic Handicap for horses rated 61 to 86, 1400 meters, field of 10 runners. Albert, take us through harvest time from Asha Doctor's yard.
A very serious horse, Melisha. A very serious horse here. Harvest time, looking for a hat trick, and this combination has just won the previous race of the afternoon. I think harvest time, very decent chance here.
Then we have number 2, that's Tiger Mountain. Has had 2 starts since coming from Hyderabad. Looks all in those, but she's worked up a lot of sweat on her. She unplaced last outing where she ran last out of 5 runners, and that was a disappointing run. Now with Pete Trevor back on board, hoping to run a much better race now.
Number 3 is Swift. Started off the season very well. Swift with a win, where got the measure of Artemis Ignitia, another runner in this race. But since then has lost her way sort of, and finished on 3rd, 5th, 4th. But looking a lot better today, Swift, the mount of Oris Bhatti.
Then we have number 4, that's Galacticus, the winner of the Phillies trials. Then subsequently she went down the last 2 starts in close finishes, 1 3rd and 1 2nd. Looking a lot better today in the paddock, and I think she's one of the horses they got to beat.
Number 5, Montalina, who was led to the starting gate, the mount of Vivek G, had a start here in Calcutta, finished on 4th. I think has something to find on them.
Then we have number 6, Artemis Ignitia. She's had 2 starts, 1 2nd and 1 4th. Had a couple of mock races under her belt. Has pretty good form to go by, and this is one for the notebooks to watch.
Number 7 is Basharat, and Basharat generally gets slow out of the gates, but comes up with a rattle. And let's see what does today. Number 8 is Clever Hans, Ratha. Clever Hans, what do you make about Clever Hans, the late finisher generally into the race?
Yes, the last run was pretty impressive in the lower class, where he ran 3rd, close 3rd, where the jockey had lost his whip. Now running in the higher class with the 1400 meters, definitely will run a much better race.
Number 9 is Opus 1, another runner which came down and had a start, finished on 4th behind Hall of Grace. I think Opus 1 definitely will come on from that run. And lastly, as the horses are leaving the paddock, another runner which left the paddock early, K-Star. K-Star ran a very nice race when started on the campaign, but since then has had a couple of unplaced efforts. Brother, you have a top 3 or maybe a horse to watch out for. How do you read this race?
Well, again, no particular order. I think the race is between 1, 3 and 4.
So Ratha thinks Harvest Time, Swift and Galacticus are the horses to watch out for. I would add a couple of runners. One, because I have been really urged by Melissa, that's Clever Hans, and she really likes the way Clever Hans is, and I second her opinion. And the other runner I would like to put in there is Artemis Ignitia. On handicap, I think Artemis Ignitia should come into it. Over to Mrs. Cyrus Madden, who's going to call the Sky Classic Handicap. The runners and riders are making their way onto the main track.
riders for the fourth race of the afternoon, the Sky Classic Handicap, out on the racetrack. This is a race for horses rated 61 to 86, those rated 41 to 66 eligible to enter. Distance 1400 meters. Runners and riders making their way to the starting gates. You can see Harvest Time, Tiger Mountain, Galacticus. Now on your screen are Basharat along there with Artemis Ignatia. But the latest bookmakers odds show number 4, Galacticus at 5 to 2, number 6, Artemis Ignatia at 4 to 1, number 1, Harvest Time 11 to 2, number 2, Tiger Mountain 11 to 2, number 3, Swift at 15 to 2, longer odds the rest. So that's the way they bet here in Calcutta for the fourth race, the Sky Classic Handicap. Runners and riders making their way towards the starting gates, with the bookmakers odds showing number 4, Galacticus the favorite 5 to 2, number 6, Artemis Ignatia 4 to 1, number 1, Harvest Time 11 to 2, number 2, Tiger Mountain 11 to 2, number 3, Swift 15 to 2, longer odds the rest. Slight change in the betting now. Number 4, Galacticus being backed down 14 to 10. Number 6, Artemis Ignatia drifting out to 5 to 1. Number 1, Harvest Time 6 to 1. Number 2, Tiger Mountain 13 to 2. Longer odds the rest. That's the way they bet, with Galacticus now the firm favorite here at 14 to 10. The only ride today of Suraj Naredu, as the 10 runners and riders make their way towards the starting gates. As we said, there are 3 horses being led to the gates without the rider, and that includes Montalina, K-Star and Opus 1. And 2 of them have quite a long way to go, so the start could well be delayed a bit as the runners and riders make their way to the gates. But as we said, next weekend, not the coming one, but the next weekend is the one we're all waiting for, and that is the Indian Turf Invitation Weekend, where roads from all over the country will lead to the Calcutta racecourse as we celebrate a festival of racing which comes back to us after 2017. So it's something to really look forward to, and something that we can really cherish. So make sure you're here on that first weekend of March as the Royal Calcutta Turf Club gets ready to host the Indian Turf Invitation Weekend, where we've got 4 Grade 1 and 1 Grade 2 race on the cards, not to mention a plethora of other races which are going to really have everybody on the edge of their seats.
Very serious stake money. The graded highlights of the weekend feature the Zafari S. Poonawalla Sprinters Cup, the Dr. M.A.M. Ramaswamy Stayers Cup, the Major P.K. Mehra Memorial Super Mile, the Suresh Mahindra Multi-Million, and the Dashme Stud Calcutta Million. Every single other race is also a sponsored million, so high stakes is the flavor of this weekend. The HPSL Indian Turf Invitation Cup weekend at the Royal Calcutta Turf Club. This is simply the best place to enjoy your racing.
May I have your attention, please? Please note that in this race, horse number 1, Harvest Time, has been withdrawn before coming under starter's orders. I repeat, in this race, horse number 1, Harvest Time, has been withdrawn before coming under starter's orders. So the horses are beginning to arrive at the starting gates. Montalina will be the first to walk in. The horses are now being stalled. Swift has been stalled in the meantime. Montalina getting in. On your screen there is Artemis Ignacia, Tiger Mountain, Clever Hans. Montalina stablemate Opus 1 now being walked up. And Opus 1 has been pushed in. Clever Hans now being stalled on the outside. He's drawn 10 of 10. Artemis Ignacia is the next one to be tried, playing up a little there behind the gates. And Artemis Ignacia walks into stall number 1. Tiger Mountain now walking in. Tiger Mountain is stalled, K-Star getting in. So the field reduced to 9. There's just Basharat and Galacticus to go now, with Harvest Time being withdrawn. Basharat is stalled. Last run into the gates will be the 14 to 10 favorite Galacticus. All 9 runners in the gates. And they're often racing for the Sky Classic handicap level break, except for Basharat, who was a little sluggish at the start. But as they settle down, Galacticus gets straight down to business, being passed on the inside by Montalina. Montalina now the leader from Galacticus. K-Star up on the outside, in fourth Artemis Ignacia. Then comes Opus 1, a length and a half away, Tiger Mountain, Clever Hans. Just behind them is Swift, and the back marker is Basharat. They've passed the 1,000 meter marker, approaching the 800, and Montalina breaks away into a lead of about 4.5, 5 lengths there from Opus 1. Opus 1, when there's Galacticus thereabouts, so is K-Star, a length and a half away. Artemis Ignacia, 2.5 lengths on behind them is Swift, making a bit of a forward move. Tiger Mountain on the inside. Then comes Clever Hans, 1 behind, and Basharat. They're beginning to negotiate the turn. Montalina still continues to lead by about a length and a half, 2 lengths there from Galacticus, poised to strike in second. K-Star keeping her company on the outside. Then there's Artemis Ignacia looking for a run on the inside railings. But as they straighten now for the final run in, and Montalina just the leader, Galacticus gathering momentum on the outside, Artemis Ignacia on the inside railings, and on the stand side is Swift. But it's Artemis Ignacia by about a length and a half now from Galacticus, and Swift moving fast. But Artemis Ignacia wins the Sky Classic here from Galacticus. Then came Tiger Mountain, followed by Opus 1 and Swift. So the outcome of the 4th race, the Sky Classic Handicap, being won here by number 6, Artemis Ignacia, ridden by Arul J.H., trained by Neil Darasha, the property of R. Balasubramanya Lalitanand, coming out after a long layoff of 2 months. which obviously did her a lot of good. She took over the running, coming through on the inside, shifted out a bit under pressure, but in the end she had a lot in hand to come out to win the Sky Classic Handicap. So we wait for the replay. Here it is now. You've got Montalina, the leader, doing all the donkey work in front. Galacticus poised to strike on the outside. K-Star there as well. But as they straighten, you've got Arul opting for a run on the inside with Artemis Ignacia getting a dream run on the inside railings. She takes it up there and comes out, shifts out a bit under pressure, but in the end she's still traveling well enough to come out to hold back Galacticus, Opus One and Tiger Mountain, who's had a bit of a troubled passage, to come through to run close third. So the outcome, Artemis Ignacia winning the Sky Classic Handicap.
Results of the fourth race at Calcutta. Number 6, Artemis Ignacia first. Number 4, Galacticus second. Number 2, Tiger Mountain third. Number 9, Opus One fourth. Number 3, Swift fifth. I repeat, number 6, Artemis Ignacia first. Number 4, Galacticus second. Number 2, Tiger Mountain third. Number 9, Opus One fourth. Number 3, Swift fifth. Distances and time, 1 by 2 1/4 lengths, a long neck between second and third, a nose between third and fourth, a neck between fourth and fifth. Time 1 minute 25.354 seconds. I repeat, 2 1/4, a long neck, a nose, a neck. Time 1 minute 25.354 seconds.
gentlemen, I have the winning trainer with me who brings up his double in the fourth race today with Artemis Ignatia. I have Neil Darasha. Now I usually see, the handlers and the sizes or the Jamadar go when the horse wins the lead, and today I see Neil there before anybody else. So definitely he's very happy with this win. Coming back after a long time, Neil, tell us how excited are you?
Very excited. Probably one of my favorite wins of the season because the filly was completely off form when she came here. The team has done a great job to take time to bring her back, to nurse her back. Training fillies is a little different, and I'm extremely happy that she's come out and won.
Congratulations on your double for the day, and we wish many more to you. Thank you.
Your attention please. The all clear has been given for the fourth race in Kolkata. Please note deductions on bets placed with bookmakers prior to the withdrawal of horse number 1 Harvest Time will be announced shortly. Your attention please. Please note in the fifth race in Kolkata, horse number 4 True Marshal will be led out early to the start. I repeat, horse number 4 True Marshal will be led out early to the start.
May I have attention please? May I have attention please? Bookmakers, please note. Win bets lead with bookmakers prior to the announcement of the withdrawal horse number 1 Harvest Time in the fourth race will be used by 12 passenger rupee 1, 2, and place bets will be used by 25 passenger rupee 2, 5. I repeat, bookmakers, please note. Win bets lead with bookmakers prior to the announcement of the withdrawal horse number 1 Harvest Time in the fourth race will be used by 12 passenger rupee 1, 2, and place bets will be used by 25 passenger rupee 2, 5.
May I have your attention please? The close finish for the third place is displayed on the CCTV. I repeat, the close finish for the third place is displayed on the CCTV.
And they're off and racing for the Sky Classic handicap. Level break except for Basharat, who was a little sluggish at the start. But as they settle down, Galacticus gets straight down to business, being passed on the inside by Montalina. Montalina now the leader from Galacticus. K-Star up on the outside. In fourth, Artemis Ignatia. Then comes Opus 1, a length and a half away. Tiger Mountain, Clever Hands. Just behind them is Swift, and the back marker is Basharat. They've passed the 1,000 meter marker, approaching the 800, and Montalina breaks away into a lead of about 4.5, 5 lengths there from Opus 1. Opus 1, when there's Galacticus thereabouts, so is K-Star, a length and a half away. Artemis Ignatia, 2.5 lengths up behind them is Swift, making a bit of a forward move. Tiger Mountain on the inside. Then comes Clever Hands, one behind, and Basharat. They're beginning to negotiate the turn. Montalina still continues to lead by about 1.5 lengths, 2 lengths there from Galacticus, poised to strike in second. K-Star keeping her company on the outside. Then there's Artemis Ignatia looking for a run on the inside railings. But as they straighten now for the final run in, and Montalina just the leader, Galacticus gathering momentum on the outside. Artemis Ignatia on the inside railings, and on the stand side is Swift. But it's Artemis Ignatia by about 1.5 lengths now from Galacticus, and Swift moving fast. But Artemis Ignatia wins the Sky Classic here from Galacticus. Then came Tiger Mountain, followed by Opus 1 and Swift. So the outcome of the fourth race, the Sky Classic handicap, being won here by number 6, Artemis Ignatia.
amount spent in the fourth race of Calcutta, horse number 1 has been withdrawn. In the second leg of jackpot pool, all the tickets on that horse have been transferred to horse number 4, being the first favourite horse in total as it a win pool at Calcutta. In the first leg of third triple pool, all the tickets on that horse have also been transferred to horse number 4, being the first favourite horse in the total as it a win pool. All win plays forecast Tanala third horse pool bets on horse number 1 will be refunded in accordance with the rules. In the first leg of mini jackpot pool, all the millions on those horses have been transferred to horse number 4, being the first favourite horse in the total as it a win pool at Calcutta. Please take down the dividend for the fourth race of Calcutta. 6 win pays rupees 40.40, 6 place pays rupees 10.10, 4 place pays rupees 14.14 and 2 place pays rupees 16.16. Second horse pool pays rupees 42.42, third horse pool pays rupees 45.45, Vanilla pays rupees 32.32, forecast pays rupees 125.125. Your attention please, Tanala pays rupees 222,222. The winning combination is 6, 4 and 2. In the exacta pool, as there are no winning ticket, the gross pool amount of rupees 140,140 is carried over. In the mini jackpot pool, there are 106 successful tickets. In the second triple pool, the gross pool collection is rupees 58,390. 58390 on 1012 winning tickets. In the jackpot pool, there are 106 successful tickets.
Your attention.
3 is Gazino. Gazino has had quite a few starts in this season. A couple of eye-catching starts, namely in race number 62, where finished on second to Cool Rider, and the last start, the one we are looking at in race number 94, where it took the turn in 6th spot, then came up with a rattle down the center and finished the rest of the best in 2nd spot with Tosha, almost 4 lengths from the winner. Couple of runners, True Marshall and Vijaya Falcon. This is from race number 87, where Vijaya Falcon was a little slowly out of the gaze, was brushed up, but all it could do was finish on 5th. True Marshall, who was in 3rd spot, kept on finding something and eventually finished on 3rd. The winner here was Destroyer, who made every post a winning one. Number 6 is Siege Perilous, has had quite a few starts in this season. Couple of eye-catching starts, namely in race number 37, where finished on 4th to Time and Tide. The run we are looking at is from race number 62, where Siege Perilous took the turn in 8th spot, made up a placing and eventually finished on 7th. The winner here was Cool Rider, who got that race by length and a quarter.
Move on to the 5th race of the day, the Bergamo Cup, for horses rated 81 and above, 1400 meters, field of 6 runners. Albert, take us through horse number 1, Redoubtable, from Rutherford Alford's Yard.
Looking really like a very fresh horse, even though running only after a month and a half. But I was really impressed with the way Redoubtable is parading in the paddock. I have not seen Redoubtable this fresh in a long time. Only concern for me is Redoubtable generally likes the longer distances, 1400, Even though it's not a sprint, but nonetheless, perhaps a little short for him.
Horse number 2, Cape Canaveral from Asha Doctor's Yard.
Well, perhaps the horse which checks all the boxes in this race will be Cape Canaveral, running over ideal distance, and but then only thing against him will be giving so much of weight to some serious horses.
Horse number 3, Gazino from Vikas Jaiswal's Yard.
What a impressive horse Gazino is. He's 10-year-old now, keeps running into the place and bothering them. But 1400 might not be Gazino's ideal trip, but the class and the form, the fitness that Gazino has, you never know.
We have horse number 4, True Marshal, second runner from Asha Doctor's Yard.
I think True Marshal, maybe 1400, a little short. But if you look at every other box, I think True Marshal checks all the boxes, and that is why it is quoted at 11 to 10. So, rightly the favorite.
Horse number 5, Vijaya Falcon from Joseph Avale's Yard.
Hasn't really done anything so far in this season except for running a third in a small field first time out behind a very impressive horse, Time and Tide, over 1200. But looking a lot better, and I think it's coming on with every run.
Horse number 6, Siege Perilous from B. Mahesh's Yard.
I think the handicapper's dream is Siege Perilous, considering it's carrying 50 kilos. The only worry would be, I think, the tactic maybe the yard has to employ is a forward run, and Siege Perilous has been found wanting in the early part of the race. But to be compliments to the trainer, Siege Perilous looks really well turned out today. And a joke that we were sharing off air, I think I'm going to share it on air. If Mahesh wins this one by any chance, he's going to dance for us. So, Melissa, if you ask me my pick, I think everybody has to get the measure of True Marshal. Couple of runners which could do that would be Cape Canaveral and Siege Perilous. So they're making their way out of the parade ring onto the main track, and I think over to the commentary box is the best thing we can say.
Running of the 5th race of the afternoon, the Bergamo Cup. Runners and riders are making their way down to the 1400 meter starting stalls, led by number 1 Redoubtable, the Rutherford Alford stable. Young apprentice Sonu Mishra on board, getting a 4 kilo allowance. Number 2 is Cape Canaveral. The 6-year-old is from the Ashe Doctor stable. Mounted jockey Peter Jeshwar. Number 3, Gazino. Gazino is the property of Jaidev Modi, representing JM Livestock Private Limited. A 10-year-old in Class 1. Ridden by Imran Chisti, trained by Vikas Jaiswal. Number 4 is True Marshal. Big gelding 5-year-old is again from the Ashe Doctor stable, the mount for jockey Neeraj Rawal and drawn 5. Vijaya Falcon. Vijaya Falcon is import from Mysore, trained by trainer Joseph Awale, ridden by R. Manish and drawn 6. Number 6 is Aurelius, B. Mahesh stable, owner trainer, amount of VR Jagadish, and drawn 4. So 6 runners go to the start for the running of the Bergamo Cup. The winner of the Super Mile and the Sprinters Cup in Calcutta, trained by Dallas Todiwala, and the Mount of Hormuz aren't here. So definitely he was the first horse to do the double, and it was an amazing training feat by trainer Dallas Todiwala to get Bergamo over the line in 2 Grade 1 races on consecutive days at the Invitation in Calcutta. And of course, this year we bring the Invitation weekend back to our city, and let me take this opportunity to invite all of you, all the racing patrons, wherever you are, please come to Kolkata and enjoy the Kolkata race course. We are really excited to be hosting the event, and we look forward to your presence in large numbers to support that wonderful weekend of racing. It always turns out to be spectacular here in our beautiful picturesque race course. The runners and riders now making their way down to the 1400 meter marker. Number 4, True Marshall is the favorite at 18 to 10 against. We've got Gazino, the old man is still in demand at 3 to 1. Number 6, Serge Berilius is at 3 to 1. You can pretty much write your own card for 2, 5 and 1, both 10 to 1 and above. On a day we saw Baby by Western Aristocrat out of Nickel Chrome from the Archery Doctor stable, an impressive winner of the Real Danger Cup. And of course, as always, we'd like to congratulate all our professionals, Neil Darasha, who had a double. And sounded very pleased when Artemius Ignatia won the last race. She came here with a lot of promise, and she disappointed early in the season, but Neil was able to turn that around.
Usha Stud Farm in its 50th glorious year of existence, and on the hugely dominant occasion of completing a consecutive hat-trick as the champion stud farm in India, are proud to release a coffee table book encompassing the journey of an outstanding breeding institution.
It's a fun read, it's an emotional read, it's an intense read.
With literary contributions by Major Nargolkar, Cyrus Madden, Rolf Johnson, Professor Makrand Paranjpe, and Anuradha Agarwal, this fabulous must-read will be inaugurated and made exclusively available at the Racing Awards Night on Saturday, 2nd March at the Royal Calcutta Turf Club. This book has been beautifully crafted and published by DK Publishing from Penguin Random House.
So if you want to know the ins and outs of breeding, this is the one book you should be reading.
Johnson, the racing correspondent from England, and many others. So the excitement of the book launch is there too on the invitation weekend. The orange marker goes up. Cape Tanner Ross is the first to be stalled. He moves in very quietly. The blindfolded Redoubtable being led up. Redoubtable has been stalled. There's Zeno being led up to stall number 2. He walks in. True Marshall in front of behind the starting stalls. We've got 2 in front. That's Vijaya's Falcon, blindfolded and being backed in. Vijaya's Falcon goes in without a fuss. True Marshall in the Suman Dalmia colors being led up. True Marshall has been strolled. We're just waiting now for Siege Perilous to be backed into stall number 4. Siege Perilous has been backed in. All 6 blocked up and ready. They're off and racing for the Bergamo Cup, a level break by all the 6 runners. And on the inside is Serge Perilous. Between horses is True Marshall. Quarterboard 3 deep is Vijaya's Falcon. Running 4th is Redoubtable. On the inside is Cape Tanaros, and a close last is Casino. Sage Perilous goes on to take it up, to lead by about a couple of lengths. To track him is True Marshall. Caught 2 deep is Vijaya Falcon. On the inside is Redoubtable. Casino is improving to be 5th, and a close last is Cape Tanaros. Siege Perilous in a start to finish mission, gone clear by about 3 lengths. Good of True Marshall running 2nd. On the inside is Redoubtable. Tracking them on the outside, Vijaya Falcon dropping back a little bit. On the outside is Casino. Another length behind is Cape Tanaros as they pass the 600-meter marker. They start winding around the corner and straighten up for the final run, and Siege Perilous has quite a break on them. He's about 3 lengths good of True Marshall coming off the bridle. Then there's Casino improving on the outside. Siege Perilous on the inside. Between horses, True Marshall. On the very wide outside is Casino. You can forget about the rest. Siege Perilous on the inside, still travelling well, about 2 lengths good of Casino and True Marshall. Siege Perilous and Casino and True Marshall. Siege Perilous on the inside, Casino on the outside, and True Marshall. But Siege Perilous, I think, has gone on to win this by about a length from Casino. Then there was True Marshall, Vijaya's Falcon, Cape Tanaros, and bringing up the rear was Redoubtable. So a good start to finish mission here by jockey P.R. Jagadish, who, having ridden Flamingo Road for trainer Mahesh earlier, completes a double here in Kolkata. So we have quite a few professionals who had doubles today, and that was well judged from the front. Siege Perilous, having come to Kolkata with a lot of promise, unfortunately took a while to get going, but on his day today he was just too good for them. And of course the old man of Indian racing, Casino, still what a fabulous horse he finished 2nd. As you see the replay here of the horses starting to wind around the corner for the final run in. Siege Perilous already had a break of about 3 lengths there on the 2nd horse, True Marshall. And you can see V.R. Jagadish there pressing the button. Neeraj Rawal between horses, and the very wide outside was Casino with Imran Chisti. But V.R. Jagadish just kept Siege Perilous going, and at the end he proved too good for the other runners. Casino finishing 2nd, and True Marshall ended up finishing 3rd. That's the result of the Bergamo Cup. Over to the judge for the final places.
Results of the 5th race at Kolkata: number 6 Siege Perilous 1st, number 3 Casino 2nd, number 4 True Marshall 3rd, number 5 Vijay Falcon 4th, number 2 Cape Tanaros 5th. I repeat, number 6 Siege Perilous 1st, number 3 Casino 2nd, number 4 True Marshall 3rd, number 5 Vijay Falcon 4th, number 2 Cape Tanaros 5th. distances and time won by 1 1/4 lengths, half a length between second and third, 7 1/4 lengths between third and fourth, a neck between fourth and fifth, time 1 minute 25.060 seconds. I repeat, 1 1/4, half, 7 1/4, neck, time 1 minute 25.060 seconds.
So, B. Mahesh and, well, Mahesh, you made a promise to us after you won the second race of the day. If you get a second winner, you're going to dance with us, for us. Well, I'll not get there first. First and foremost, congratulations. That was an amazing strategy used by you, and you had that in it today. I was looking at the Siege Perilous in the paddock, and he looked like a different specimen altogether. So tell us a little bit about the race, and then we will come to the funny part.
This horse came from Bangalore. He lost his form, so he needed some time. So I gave what all I can do, what all I can give. I gave him, and today he came out and won. I'm very happy.
Well, when Siege Perilous was kicking away from them, were you really excited, or you worried about the fact that you have to make a dance move for us in the paddock?
He's a lovely looking horse. He did everything before he won in Chennai. He won in other centers. Just he lost his form. That's all. And other than his right now is in his fourth. So from here he'll carry on and he'll do much better for me in the future.
I hope you capitalize on that win and you get in another victory very quickly while the iron is hot. I hope you strike again. Well, Mahesh, are you going to be a man of your word? Perhaps a move for us?
Thank you so
there
much.
you have it. Very sporting of you, V. Mahesh, and congratulations, and maybe you get many more.
Your attention, please. The all clear has been given for the 5th race in Kolkata.
The close finish for the 4th place is displayed on the CCTV. I repeat, the close finish for the 4th place is displayed on the CCTV.
once again at the presentation area to present the Bergamo Cup. I would request Mr. Enrico Piperno, steward of the Royal Calcutta Turf Club, to do the honours, please. Won by Siege Pareles, owned by Mr. B. Mahesh. Trained by B. Mahesh and was ridden by jockey V.R. Jagadish. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the winning connections of the fifth race of the day, the Bergamo Cup, won by Siege Pareles, trained and owned by B. Mahesh and was ridden by jockey V.R. Jagadish. Congratulations once again to the winning connections. Thank you.
Your attention, please. Please note, in the fifth race in Kolkata, horse number 1, Redoubtable, returned lame on the left paw. I repeat, horse number 1, Redoubtable, returned lame on the left paw.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the winning jockey with me of this fifth race of the day, Jagadish. Congratulations on your double for today.
Thank you.
So when you saw Mahesh's dance, did you think कि कैसा आया ये cute trainer, ऐसा trainer के लिए क्यों आया मैं?
No, he's a very good trainer and very confident. He said he will win both the races. So I came last week and stayed here only. I know I am going to win both the races.
So are you a better dancer or is he a better dancer?
Same.
So are we going to see some steps from you or do we save it for the invitation?
Hope so on invitation.
Well, congratulations on the double and many more to you. Thank you.
They're off and racing for the Bergamo Cup, a level break by all the 6 runners. And on the inside is Serge Perilius. Between horses is True Marshall. Caught about 3 deep is Vijaya's Falcon. Running fourth is Redoubtable. On the inside is Cape Tanaros and a close last is Casino. Sage Perilius goes on to take it up to lead by about a couple of lengths. To track him is True Marshall. Caught 2 deep is Vijaya Falcon. On the inside is Redoubtable. Casino is improving to be 5th and a close last is Cape Tanaros. Siege Perilius in a start to finish mission. Gone clear by about 3 lengths. Good of True Marshall running 2nd. On the inside is Redoubtable. Tracking them on the outside, Vijaya Falcon dropping back a little bit. On the outside is Casino. Another length behind is Cape Tanaros as they pass the 600-meter marker. They start winding around the corner and straighten up for the final run. And Siege Perilius has quite a break on them. He's about 3 lengths with a True Marshall coming off the bridle. Then there's Casino improving on the outside. Siege Perilius on the inside. Between horses, True Marshall. On the very wide outside is Casino. You can forget about the rest. Siege Perilius on the inside, still travelling well, about 2 lengths good of Casino and True Marshall. Siege Perilius and Casino and True Marshall. Siege Perilius on the inside, Casino on the outside and True Marshall. But Siege Perilius, I think, has gone on to win this by about a length from Casino. Then there was True Marshall, Vijaya's Falcon, Cape Tanaros, and bringing up the rear was Redoubtable. So a good start to finish mission here by jockey V.R. Jagadish.
Race of Calcutta. 6 win pays rupees 37.37, 6 place pays rupees 12.12 and 3 place pays rupees 21.21. Second horse pull pays rupees 26.26. Third horse pull also pays rupees 26.26. Vanilla pays rupees 112. Double 1-2. Forecast pays rupees 113. Double 1-3. Your attention, please. Tanala pays rupees 224, double 2-4. The winning combination is 6, 3 and 4. In the exacta pool, as there are no winning ticket, the gross pool amount of rupees 760 is carried over. In the mini jackpot pool, there are 9 successful tickets. In the second triple pool, there are 110 winning tickets. In the jackpot pool, there are 9 successful tickets.
We move on to the sixth and last race of the day, the Alvarado Handicap. For horses rated 41 to 66, rated 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of 2,400 meters. 3 runners took part in the race we are looking at from race number 91, where Life It Good was definitely the eye catcher, was in 4th spot, then came up with a run down the center, took charge and won the race by 3.5 lengths. Wonderful, who was winner of an earlier start in race number 73 over here, went on a start to finish mission, but did not have any answers for Life Is Good. Parker was another runner which was in 3rd spot, stayed on in 3rd. Today ridden by Nikhil Naidu is Parker, Life Is Good ridden by Mohit Singh, and Wonderful will be ridden by Vishal N. Bunde. Number 4 is Lucky 9. Lucky 9 already winner of couple of starts. Race number 50, where got the measure of nod over 2,000 meters, and the run we are looking at in race number 96. Well, Lucky 9 went on a start to finish mission and absolutely blew the field away. They were all huffing and puffing to get close to Lucky 9, but they really had no answers for Lucky 9. Today the amount of P. Uday Kiran. So that's the lineup for the day, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the races. Best of luck.
Alvarado Handicap for horses rated 41 to 66, 2400 meters, field of 4 runners. We have Ratha with us in the paddock. Ratha, take us through horse number 1, Life Is Good.
Well, Life Is Good has had 2 starts in Calcutta and won both the starts pretty impressively. And definitely, I think he's the horse who gets the trip, and we have to watch out for him again to complete the hat-trick.
Horse number 2, Parker from Joseph Avale's yard.
Parker also ran in the same race last time where Life Is Good won. He ran 3rd, that was 6.5 lengths behind him. The weights have gone, there's a bit of difference in the weights. Now definitely Parker will see him better, running a little closer to him this time.
Horse number 3, Wonderful from Rajesh Naredo's yard.
Wonderful's another horse also who's run behind Life Is Good. It's 3 lengths behind. Life Is Good was winner that day. Definitely Wonderful is looking much better than the last start, and will put up another good show.
And horse number 4, Lucky 9 from V. Rajinder Reddy's yard.
Lucky 9 is working up a sweat in the paddock, and his last start was effortless, where he won by a distance, beating Super Agera, and definitely carrying the 50 kilos on his back is going to make them all run again. He's going to use the same tactics, I feel.
That's your lineup for the last race of the day. 4 runners. Leave it up to the commentary box. So Albert can give you the mock race details as well.
From Melissa and Rutherford about the 4 runners going to first for the Alvarado Handicap for horses rated 41 to 66, rated 21 to 46 eligible. Well, I will share with you information about the 2 mock races we're going to be having immediately after the completion of the last race. You will have these details also on the CCTV screens all around the racetrack. The first mock race will be run over a distance of 1200 meters. We got 9 runners going to pose for the mock race. Got Hastings Sunrise, track number 361, Sicily, track 255, Sea Line, track 235, George Everest, track 263, Satibur, track 75, Kingsbury, track 322, Smash Shot, track 298, Dundee Satyagraha, track 358, and Wenching, track 359. That is the runner for the first mock race to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. The second mock race will be run over a distance of 1400 meters. There are 8 runners going to purse for the mock race. We got Naughty Charmer, track 378. A Star is Born, track 245. Long Lease, track 192. Mandela, track 353. Shamrock, track 363. Touch of Grey, track 365. Star Glory, track 366. And Imperial Blue, track 387. That is the 8 runners for the second mock race to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. The runners and riders for the last race of the day are parading in front of the grandstand. I will take you to the bookmakers' odds. Number 1, Life is Good, is the favorite at even money. Next in demand, number 4, Lucky 9 is at 15 to 4. Number 3, Wonderful, is at 4 to 1. And number 2, Parker, the long shot here, at 10 to 1. That's how they bet here in Calcutta for the last race of the day, the Alvarado Handicap. The runners and riders are making their way to the starting gate. Starting gate, waiting for the loading operations to get underway. The slight change in the bookmakers' odds. Number 1, Life is Good, now back down to 100 to 95 on. Number 3, Wonderful. Number 4, Lucky 9, both at 4 to 1 each. And number 2, Parker, 10 to 1. Slight support coming in for Life is Good. We still have a couple of minutes left for the loading operations to get underway.
The HPSL Indian Turf Invitation Cup weekend promises the best of the crop show up to compete for top bragging rights and very serious stake money. The graded highlights of the weekend feature the Zafari S. Poonawalla Sprinters Cup, the Dr. M.A.M. Ramaswamy Stayers Cup, the Major P.K. Mehra Memorial Super Mile, the Suresh Mahindra Multi-Million, and the Dashme Stud Calcutta Million. Every single other race is also a sponsored million, so high stakes is the flavor of this weekend. The HPSL Indian Turf Invitation Cup weekend at the Royal Calcutta Turf Club. This is simply the best place to enjoy your racing.
Fortune of coming in the mornings and seeing some of the big names, the biggest names in the country warm up on the Calcutta race tracks. So really going to be the biggest event we have held in a long time, and extend a warm welcome to all of you from across the country and wherever else you will be traveling from. See you in Calcutta. Really doesn't get bigger than this. Just have about a minute left for the loading operations to get underway. The latest bookmakers odds, no change. Number 1, Life is Good, is at 100 to 95 on. Number 3, Wonderful. Number 4, Lucky 9, both at 4 to 1 each. And number 2, Parker, still at 10 to 1. Jockeys which were off their mount, that's Life is Good and Wonderful, are remounting not too long before the loading operations should get underway. Less than 30 seconds to the scheduled start time. Compliments to all concerned. More or less run on time for all the races. Loading operations underway. The on money favorite Life is Good will be the first one to be loaded. Gets in his Life is Good, followed there by Wonderful. Backs away is Wonderful. They're going to be using the rings on Wonderful. This time Wonderful has been loaded. They're trying Parker. Parker moves in, getting into the outside draw. There is Lucky 9 who completes the line. All 4 runners in the gate. They're set for a start. The track is clear. And they are in racing. Even start by all the 4 runners for the last race of the day. As the field settles down to race towards the inside, we got Parker being passed on the outside there by Lucky 9, who goes into the lead now into the first 200. It's Lucky 9 who settled down to lead, and second there is Parker. Not too far away there is Wonderful. And in last of 4 there is the favorite Life is Good. The pace is decent as they approach the first 400, and soon they will be at the first turn. It continues to be Lucky 9, length and a half, 2 lengths in front of Parker. Similar distance behind we go back to Wonderful, about length and a half, 2 lengths behind there is Life is Good. They go past the mile chute now into the first turn, and they'll be in the back stretch soon. It's Lucky 9, about 2.5 lengths in front of Parker, continues to race in second. Not too far away there is Wonderful, length and a half, 2 lengths behind. Bringing up the rear there was Life is Good. About 6 lengths covering the entire field as they approach the mile chute and enter the back stretch. It's Lucky 9, still about 2.5, 3 in front of in second. He continues to be Parker. Not too far away there is Wonderful. Last of 4 continues to be Life is Good. They are well past the 1400 now, continues to be Lucky 9, just about 2.5, 3 in front of Parker. Not too far away there is Wonderful. Last of 4 continues to be Life is Good. They're racing in an Indian file as they pass the halfway stage. It's Lucky 9 who's increased the tempo by about 3.5, 4 in front of Parker in second. Not too far away there is Wonderful who's being nudged along slightly. Not too far away is the favorite Life is Good, continues to give them a long start past the 1000 meters and the second turn. And the field go past the 800 now. Lucky 9 now has picked it up about 3.5, 4 in front of Parker, being asked to get a little closer. Wonderful is really off the bit, and the one who's cruising in last spot there is Life is Good. They have a little over 600 to go in the Alvarado handicap. It continues to be Lucky 9, about 2.5 lengths in front of Parker, who comes off the bit now. The one who's circling the field on the outside there was Life is Good, and Wonderful is in a spot of bother at the top of the home straight now. It continues to be Lucky 9, still about 2.5 lengths in front of Parker, is the one coming up on the outside. On the wide outside there is Life is Good, who's absolutely cantering into the last 200 now. And his Life is Good, who comes to take it out from Parker, still in second. The one who's going backward there was Lucky 9, but his Life is Good has gone clear now. Life is Good has picked up the last race of the afternoon. There's a fight on for the minors. I think Parker may beat Lucky 9 to get the second spot. That's for the judges to decide. And last of 4 there was Wonderful. So Life is Good, the property of Mr. Jasbir Singh, trained by Mr. Jasbir Singh, ridden by Mohit Singh, wins the Alvarado handicap, the last race of the day. We will have the replay shortly on our screen. This is the third win of the season for Life is Good. There's a replay there, and Lucky 9 made a very decent pace into the last 1200, injected further pace into the race. Parker was the one who was looking to be in a spot of bother, but did well to come in to finish on perhaps second. The one who was always moving very smoothly, with the jockey having a look at his opponents and seeing them going nowhere, just pushed the button into the last 200, and the rest was done by Life is Good, picking up his third win of the season. The minors, I think there's a photo between Parker and Lucky 9. Over to the judges box to announce the placings for the Alvarado handicap. Your winner, Life is Good.
The results of the 6th race at Kolkata. Number 1, Life is Good, first. Number 2, Parker, second. Number 4, Lucky 9, third. Number 3, Wonderful, fourth. I repeat, number 1, Life is Good, first. Number 2, Parker, second. Number 4, Lucky 9, third. Number 3, Wonderful, fourth. Races and time, won by 2.5 lengths, a short head between second and third, a distance between third and fourth. Time 2 minutes 34.006 seconds. I repeat, 2.5, a short head, a distance. Time 2 minutes 34.006 seconds.
Your attention, please. The all clear has been given for the 6th race in Kolkata.
And there we in racing. We will start by all the 4 runners for the last race of the day as the field settles down to race towards the inside. We got Parker being passed on the outside there by Lucky 9, who goes into the lead now into the first 200. It's Lucky 9 who settled down to lead, and second there is Parker. Not too far away there is Wonderful, and in last of 4 there is the favorite Life is Good. The pace is decent as they approach the first 400, and soon they will be at the first turn. It continues to be Lucky 9, length and a half, 2 lengths in front of Parker. Similar distance behind, we go back to Wonderful, about length and a half, 2 lengths behind there is Life is Good. They go past the mile chute now into the first turn, and they will be in the back stretch soon. It's Lucky 9, about 2.5 lengths in front of Parker, continues to race in second. Not too far away there is Wonderful, length and a half, 2 lengths behind, bringing up the rear there is Life is Good. About 6 lengths covering the entire field as they approach the mile chute and enter the back stretch. It's Lucky 9, still about 2.5, 3 in front of in second. He continues to be Parker. Not too far away there is Wonderful. Last of 4 continues to be Life is Good. They are well past the 1400 now. Continues to be Lucky 9, just about 2.5, 3 in front of Parker. Not too far away there is Wonderful. Last of 4 continues to be Life is Good. They're racing in an Indian file as they pass the halfway stage. It's Lucky 9 who's increased the tempo by about 3.5, 4 in front of Parker in second. Not too far away there is Wonderful who's being nudged along slightly. Not too far away is the favorite Life is Good. Continues to give them a long start past the 1000 meters and the second turn. And the field go past the 800 now. Lucky 9 now has picked it up about 3.5, 4 in front of Parker. Being asked to get a little closer. Wonderful is really off the bit. And the one who's cruising in last spot there is Life is Good. They have a little over 600 to go in the Alvarado handicap. It continues to be Lucky 9, about 2.5 lengths in front of Parker, who comes off the bit now. The one who's circling the field on the outside there is Life is Good, and Wonderful is in a spot of bother at the top of the home straight now. It continues to be Lucky 9, still about 2.5 lengths in front of Parker, is the one coming up on the outside. On the wide outside there is Life is Good, who's absolutely cantering into the last 200 now. And his Life is Good, who comes to take it out from Parker, still in second. The one who's going backward there is Lucky 9. But his Life is Good has gone clear now. Life is Good has picked up the last race of the afternoon. There's a fight on for the minors. I think Parker may beat Lucky 9 to get the second spot. That's for the judges to decide. And last of 4 there was Wonderful.
Have your attention please. The close finish for the second place is displayed on the CCTV. I repeat, the close finish for the second place is displayed on the CCTV.
dividend for the 6th race, that is the last race of Calcutta. 1 win pays rupees 18,18, 1 place pays rupees 10,10, and 2 place pays rupees 21,21. Second horse pool pays rupees 36,36, third horse pool pays rupees 23,23. Vanilla pays rupees 67,67, forecast pays rupees 58,58. Your attention please. Tanala pays rupees 234,234. The winning combination is 2, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 4. I repeat, Tanala pays rupees 234,234. The winning combination is 1, 2 and 4. In the mini jackpot pool, the dividend is 4,169,4169 on 5 successful tickets. In the second triple pool, the dividend is 525,525 on 66 0 winning tickets. Your attention please. In the jackpot pool, the runner-up dividend for Calcutta races before tax on 9 winning tickets on 4th leg is rupees 3,912,3912, and the gross jackpot dividend for Calcutta races including the share of 30% on 5 winning tickets on 5th leg before tax is rupees 20,345 to 20345.
Runners and riders for both the mock races are making their way onto the main track and towards the starting gate. I will repeat the details for the mock races on your screen. That's mock race 1 to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. We got 9 runners going to first for the mock race. We got Hastings Sunrise, track number 361, who's in the predominantly lemon jacket. We got Sicily, track number 255, in the colors of Manjri, in the claret with the gold epaulets with the claret cap. We got Sea Line sporting the emergency colors all black, track number 235. We got George Everest, who's in the purple jacket with the white hoops and the grey sleeves. That's track 263. We got Sativur, who's in the green jacket with the pink stars on sleeve with the pink and blue cap. We got Kingsbury, who's with the orange and the blue sleeves. That's our track 322. We got Smash Shot, who's in the green jacket with the pink diamonds on sleeves with the white cap. We got Tandi Satyagraha, track number 358, who's in the predominantly orange jacket with the white sleeves. We got Wenching, who's in the green and white jacket, and the mount of VR Jagdish. That's the runner for the first mock race. The runners for the second mock race, I'll get to them once I have a clear view of them. The two of them who went along with the runners for the first mock race were Naughty Charmer, who's in the blue jacket with the white or cream cross, Maltese cross, and we had Imperial Blue, who was in the all blue, all dark blue jacket. The other runners haven't yet come out, and the jockeys haven't either. I will share the details of the second mock race, and I'll try and give you a little bit of pointers of the caps that they're wearing or the jerseys, so that it helps you to pick them up during the race. Satibur. One to the left of the starting gate, that's on your screen, that's a smash shot. Meantime, Satibur has gone in. So as Kingsbury, they're trying George Everest. Backing away is George Everest. He's also working with Dundee Satyagraha, who shies away. Getting a little restless inside the gate there with Satibur. Dundee Satyagraha goes forward. Acing Sunrise being loaded. Going around in circle, that's benching. One getting very restless after getting loaded there with Acing Sunrise. The jockey off his mount. We have a handler trying to calm down Acing Sunrise. Off his mount is wenching. They're going to try wenching without the jockey. They brought Acing Sunrise out of the gate. They're going to blindfold Acing Sunrise. Might just calm it down. In the meantime, you can see jockey VR Jagdish standing on the frames of the gates, who is the rider of Wencheng. One of the attendants blindfolding George Everest, who's being a little reluctant to get inside the gate. Each time they take George Everest close to the gates, he backs away. The one climbing the frames of gate 6, that's the jockey of Smash Shot. Taken wenching in. Jockey VR Jagdish showing his acrobatic skills, crossing over the gates and getting into his draw. And with the blinds on, George Everest has been loaded. Going forward now with Smash Shot. Now we struggle with that syllables, with both S's being stressed upon. But Smash Shot nevertheless has gone in. Feline goes in with the blinds on. We have the prancing Sicily and the one who was loaded but taken out, that was Acing Sunrise. Now really getting worked up there with Sicily. The jockey now getting off his mount. They're trying the riderless Sicily now with the jockey climbing onto the frames of the gate. They might want to use the blinds on Sicily. Not sure how Sicily reacts with the blinds, but without them hasn't really been settled. Already getting worked up there with Sicily. Let anybody get anywhere close to him. In the meantime, we have 7 of the 9 runners loaded. Absolutely such a unruly customer. They really might have been spooked by something. Gate 9, that's a Venching. Gate 8 is Dundee Satyagraha. Gate 7 is George Everest. Gate 6 is Smash Shot. Gate 5 is Sativur. Gate 4 with the emergency colors, that's Sea Line. Jockey standing on the springs of the gates for Gate 3, that's Zervan. On the right, Sicily. Once they manage to get Sicily loaded. And the empty draw, Grade 2 is for Hastings Sunrise. Still behind the gate. I haven't got a word from the handlers yet about Hastings Sunrise. Jockey on his mount, so that's a good sign. You're really losing light here. Still have a long way. We haven't had all the runners reach the paddock. Substantial delay between the first mark race and the start of the second. Sicily has been blindfolded and perhaps has done the work where I see jockey getting in the saddle. Wait for Hastings Sunrise. He's sneaking in. Start. All 9 runners in the gate. Wait for the rear gate to be locked for Hastings. Then here we go for the first mark race of the evening over 1200 meters of beautiful easy start by most of the runners are feeling a little lethargic after an evening picnic as the field settles down to race. The emergency colors of Sea Line takes it up. Second we got Sicily on the other side of Sicily. The person in white jacket, George Everest. We go back to Sativur, less than a half behind Sativur. There is Smash Shot being joined on the other side there by Venching about 2.5 meters behind. We go back to Hastings Sunrise. Bringing up the rear is Dundee Satyagraha. This is past the 800 and approach the 6 now. Sea Line and extended lead to about 6.5, 7 left in front of Inspector. He's the one who's on a power charge on the outside with the white cap. That is Smash Shot. Then we go back to George Everest to the inside there is Sativur. Then we go back to Venching. To the inside of Venching is Hastings Sunrise. The one who's circling the field there is Dundee Satyagraha. And way back in the rear there is Kingsbury, who I missed in the first call. They enter the home straight now, and Sea Line has a useful lead about a distance in front of towards the inside. We got Smash Shot, the one who's coming up with the run on the outside there is Dundee Satyagraha. But into the last 100 meters, you can forget about catching Sea Line. It's going further and further away. The races for places here for the last race of the afternoon. Sea Line wins it. Dundee Satyagraha gets up to finish second and third. There is Smash Shot. Then we had Sativur. Then we went back to George Everest. For the back there was Sicily. Then we went back to Venching. Second last there was Hastings Sunrise, and way back in the rear now getting into a stride there was Kingsbury. So done and dusted with the first mock race of the day. The action shifts to the second mock race to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. 1400 meters. The three runners which are already there at the 1400, that's Naughty Chama. We had Long Lease who was led to the starting gate, and Imperial Blue, the one who are making the way now to the starting gate. That's Mandela leading the pack with the white seam on sleeves. Then we got the Shamrock with the white sash with the blue jacket. We got Touch of Grey with the grey in the field with the pink jacket with the blue stars. For the back there is a Star is Born who's in the all red with the white Maltese cross, and the orange jacket, that's Star Glory with the blue panel, blue black panel. That's your runner for the second mock race, having the prep run for the runs that they will be having on the invitational races. Starting gate, we should have the loading operations commence immediately. The one coming into view there is Shamrock, followed there by Touch of Grey, who's in the predominantly pink jacket. The one being tried now is Imperial Blue. just now, that's Imperial Blue. Going forward now is Touch of Grey with that all 8 runners in the gate, set. On the platform. Here we go for the last race of the afternoon. Even lineup by all the 8 runners as the field settles down to race. Towards the inside we got Mandela with just the leader from Star Glory, and the outside there is Imperial Blue. For the back in the field there is Touch of Grey. Towards the inside we got Shamrock. On the outside of Shamrock there we got Imperial Blue. Then we go back to Long Race. Race past the first turn now. Mandela length and a half in front of Star Glory in second. Imperial Blue is third. Then we had Touch of Grey. For the outside there is Naughty Charmer. Towards the inside of Naughty Charmer there is Shamrock. With the white cap we got a Long Lease. Last of all is A Star Is Born. The race past the 800 and approach the 6. Mandela is making the pace here for 2.5 lengths in front of Star Glory. Not too far away there is Imperial Blue. Then we go back to Touch of Grey. And the outside of Touch of Grey, the one who's making a forward move, there is Naughty Charmer. Towards the inside there is Shamrock. Then we got A Star Is Born. Last of all is Long Lease. Then at the top of the home straight now it's Mandela, still about length and a half in front of Star Glory. Down the center comes Imperial Blue. Coming up wide of the track there is Touch of Grey, and widest of all there is A Star Is Born and Naughty Charmer. But into the last 300 it's still Star Glory from Shamrock is the one who's bursting through towards the inside. Down the center is Imperial Blue. On the outside there is Naughty Charmer and A Star Is Born. A Star Is Born from Naughty Charmer. Naughty Charmer, Star Is Born. Naughty Charmer gets it from A Star Is Born. Then we had Shamrock, Star Glory, Imperial Blue, Touch of Grey. Then we went back to Long Lease was second last. Last of all was the pacemaker Mandela. So that's the second mock race of the day, done and dusted with.